Hey everybody, it's me. I'm back. Welcome back to the show, everybody. And I just saw The Beekeeper, starring Jason Statham. I did it. I saw The Beekeeper. So a little background on this. This is a movie that came out. I think it like just came out like this weekend or last weekend, and I think I saw the trailer for this before I saw Wonka, I want to say, or it was something in that like era of movie, like last couple weeks. Like I didn't even hear about this until very recently. Uh Speaking of Wonka, by the way, I was gonna review that on the show, but then I realized that I've gone too far off the deep end. Like I don't feel like I should talk about it anymore. It's become a problem. I saw this fucking Wonka movie a few weeks ago, and now it's like all that I can think about, and I really liked it. I'm gone on a full fucking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory kick, which I by the way, the weirdest thing to become like hyper fixated on in the world is to suddenly become a fucking Willy Wonka stan. I think I'm like it's too embarrassing. I was like, man, I should really review it, and then I was like, I recorded a fucking review. I really did, and then I watched it, and I was like, this is not seeing the light of day. It's like it's a problem. It was weird. I deleted it. It's gone now. There's no trace. Like it's lost media. The Luke Rosati Wonka review is lost media because because I was too embarrassed to post it, and you know that's a bad sign. Anyway, so The Beekeeper. I saw the trailer for this fucking thing, and I laughed my ass off. I think I keep saying this like every couple weeks as I see a trailer, and I go every couple months when I go to the fucking movies, there will be a trailer that comes on and I go, wow, that is the worst trailer I've seen in a long time. And I was happy that when that trailer came on because it wasn't like the worst trailer, but I did think it was like one of the funniest I'd seen in a while. So like it rode the line between being like genuinely awful and like actually like really fucking funny. So I was like, I'm tempted to see this, but here was what was holding me back. In my head, I saw this as the kind of movie that like the pitch is really funny, the trailer is fucking hilarious. And you go, wow, what a stupid concept for a movie. And then you sit down to watch it, and then it's so fucking boring. And I am and so I was thinking I was gonna avoid it. So the plan for tonight was me and my buddy were hanging out, and I was like, let's go see Wonka. And this would be my fifth time seeing Wonka. And even though we didn't end up doing that, we saw The Beekeeper instead. I will be fucking seeing Wonka again. I'll fucking let you all. I'll let you all know. It's officially gotten to the point where it's a 4 or 5 time movie. That's not good. Anyway, so instead, we ended up going with The Beekeeper because he was like, I don't know. And I was sitting there, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I've seen Wonka. Let's do something fucking crazy. Let's do something crazy. For somebody like me, doing something crazy is going to see The Beekeeper instead of another movie. So, change of plans. We're seeing The Beekeeper. We decided to go in 4DX, and longtime fans of the channel may remember a little series I had called This Week I Watched, which might still be, I forget if I like unlisted those or not. I think they're still up. If they're not up anymore, you can still watch them. Like, I think they're just unlisted. They're on a playlist or something on my channel. If you're watching this and you're like, wait, fuck, he unlisted those? They're up. You can still find them. Just go to the playlist, I think, unless they are still up, and then this whole part is going to be fucking stupid and completely pointless. But you can probably still watch them, I think, somewhere. Anyway, and in that show, there was an infamous episode I did where I review Ghostbusters Afterlife, and I was really, really fucking high when I filmed that video. Sober now, almost 2 years, I think. I'm clean, guys. But anyway, no, I was fucking baked, dude. Like I was toasted, as the kids say. And I sat there and I talked about Ghostbusters Afterlife for I think like an hour and 20 minutes or something fucking insane like that. And like 80% of that video just had nothing to do with the movie, and then like 40% of it was like was about this 4DX, this thing that I saw this fucking Beekeeper movie in as well. So 4DX, for those who don't know, it's a fucking theme park ride. Martin Scorsese was right. the movies are becoming fucking theme parks. It's like the seats move, they fucking blast air at you, they do fucking strobe lights, they splash water at you and shit while the movie's on. It costs fucking $30. Don't ask me why they do these things and why I engage with them, but I did it. I decided, you know what? We were looking at the show times and I said, what if? What if we just said fuck it and we saw 4DX Beekeeper instead of like regular? And my buddy was like, you know what? Fuck it, sure. Like I don't care. Let's sure. And we also sat in like the front row, and it was fucking funny. And the thing about 4DX is that it's genuinely so obnoxious. Like, at least with D-Box, which, okay, so like, if you don't know the difference, 4DX is like basically just like a more obnoxious version of D-Box. D-Box, just the seats move. There's none of that extra shit, and they don't move as like aggressively, and it's a personalized seat, whereas 4DX is like a row of seats that all move. It's kind of annoyingly, like, it's unnecessarily complicated, the fact that there's two separate things. But anyway, 4DX is worse version of D-Box, basically. It's like the more obnoxious version. And with D-Box, there's like a little adjustment setting on the side of the seat where you can like choose how fucking intense it's gonna go. 4DX does not have that. You're locked in. It's genuinely like you're on a fucking ride. Like, the whole anytime there's an action scene, expect to go from fucking here to the other side of the room. Like, you're gonna get fucking whipped, okay? And yeah, needless to say, that was incredibly obnoxious, but it was so fucking funny and it added to the movie so much. So for the movie itself, I think I've rambled in circles enough. I was talking about it before. I saw the trailer. The trailer was funny as fuck, and I thought, wow, that movie looks stupid. But I thought it was going to be one of those movies that you go to see based on the trailer being really funny, and then it's actually just really, really boring. And I'm really happy to report that it is not that at all. And also, I'm going to be spoiling the movie. I'm going to be spoiling the fuck out of this. It's also The Beekeeper, so like, you'll be fine. However, I will say, if you saw that trailer and you laughed, I think you should watch it. And I only say it because there's one fucking part in this movie. There's a reveal in this movie that I think is like an all-timer for me. Like, it is genuinely like one of the funniest fucking reveals in like the history of movies. And I'll get to it. Maybe not the history of movies I've seen. Okay, let me fucking, Film Twitter gonna be cooking my ass if Film Twitter watched me, which they don't because I get 3 views. But thank you to the 3 of you who watch. But anyway, this. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna get into this. I'm fully spoilers. So from here on out, if you have plans to see The Beekeeper, don't watch the rest of this. Come back later. But here we go. We're gonna do it. Full spoilers. The Beekeeper it's just John Wick again. Like, it's quite literally just John Wick. But like, with the added twist that he's like, I don't even he's just like really fucking epic. So like, basically, in John Wick, he's just like an independent entity, right? In this movie, it's revealed that like the Beekeepers are like, it's sort of like an organization of like of people that exist outside of any government system, and these beekeepers exist to keep the hive, like to protect the hive, which is like, basically they just like see injustices and then they like take care of it. And that means they can just kind of fucking do whatever they want, basically. And they have unlimited resources and they're just fucking epic. And so our main character, Jason Statham, is like a retired beekeeper. And this is like revealed to us over the course of the movie. And so basically the plot of this thing is that he's retired. He beekeeps at this like barn in the middle of nowhere. And this like old lady takes care of him, basically. Like, she's just really nice and he like lives on her land, I guess. I don't know. It's relevant, but like it kind of stops being relevant after the first like 10 minutes. So this lady gets scammed by this like telephone scam phishing company that like steals all of her money. And then Jason Statham is like, really mad about that because the lady, after she gets all of her money stolen, she just like shoots herself in the head and she just kills herself because she's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm an old lady and I have no money anymore. So Jason Statham finds out about this and he's like, I'm gonna get revenge. I'm gonna do the thing. So he goes on a mission to get revenge on this like scam company. Okay, so you're thinking like this is a pretty straightforward story. Like, okay, Jason Statham is gonna go fuck up these guys, right? Like, sure, like that's sure, whatever. And then you find out that the villain is played by fucking Josh Hutcherson, and you're like, what? And then like his boss guy that he deals with is Jeremy Irons, and you're like, what? And then you're watching it, you're like, what the fuck even is this movie? And so there's this whole subplot with these FBI agents who are trying to like follow the trail of Jason Statham's character, and like they're trying to figure out what the fuck like the end goal of this is, like who, and then so eventually all these mysteries get revealed. But then there's one final twist that just makes this whole fucking movie absolutely fucking hilarious. Man, my allergies are going fucking nuts right now. You guys seeing this? Ugh. Anyway, sorry, my eyes are fucking red as shit. Anyway, so there's a part where so Josh Hutcherson's character is like one of the leaders of this company, okay? But then it gets revealed that like his mom owns the company. All right, and you're like, okay, so it's really like the mom who's at the top of this whole thing, the queen. She's the queen bee, basically. So really, it's revealed that Jason Statham has to kill Josh Hutcherson's mom, or at least like it's like implied that he's going to. Okay, and so you're like, oh, this is getting interesting. And then they make the fucking crazy reveal that his mom is also the president of the United States. I'm dead fucking serious. We're watching it. I'm sitting there in the theater, and I go, what? Are they implying what I think they're implying? And she's got the little like USA pin, and they go, "Thank you, Mrs. President." And then my buddy leans over to me and goes, "President of what?" And I go, "The United States, dude." She's the what? So the plot of this movie starts as like Jason Statham is a beekeeper. And it eventually evolves into Jason Statham is a beekeeper who is attempting to kill the president of the United States. What? What is what? And it's like fucking, it's genuinely fucking insane. So I was like, from that point on, I was locked in. I was like, oh, okay, no, like this movie is fucking amazing. This is peak. I'm sorry, guys. We're the beekeeper. It's the peak keeper. And also, this fucking guy, he speaks in bee puns. Like half of his lines are just, and it's like, what's funny is it's like, it's not even like new puns. It's just like, he just keeps repeating like, I will protect the hive. It's fucking insane. It's such unhinged behavior, dude. He just walks up to a building and just goes like, I'm going in there. And they're like, no, you're not. And he just like obliterates them and he fucking just kills everybody. Like there's FBI agents that are like, you can't come in here. And he just kills all of the fucking FBI agents in the way and like in like crazy fucking like brutal ways. And it's okay. It's not like John Wick where the action's like all like in camera and it's like really fucking like insane. Like, cause the stunts are pretty cool in this movie, but it's not like John Wick where it's like really elaborate stunts. It's a lot of smaller stunts and they're really fucking cool. But like I would say like John Wick tops this for sure in terms of action, but this movie makes like really made like a really interesting like editing choice in that like what really sells it is like the sound effects. They choose the most brutal like guttural sound effects for every single thing that happens in this. Like the beekeeper will just like fucking like stab somebody and it'll have like the most brutal fucking sound you've ever heard for a stab, and like the punches, it's like so brutal. It's like poof poof poof, and it's like I can't even describe it. Like you have to see it. And in theaters, I think it really sells it because it's like, wow. Like it's just these loud, like horrible, like fucking sounds when he's hitting these people. It sounds so crazy. And I don't know, they choose really funny sound effects to like really sell the action in this. But really what gets me is this plot about him trying to kill the president. Like that is so funny to me. And honestly, if nothing else, this movie wins because of the scene where they reveal that he's gonna kill the president. Like, it's so fucking funny, and they treat it as just like it's just like the next logical step in this movie, and you're just like, wait, what? I was laughing my fucking ass off, dude, for that entire section. I mean, really, I was laughing like a lot. There's just so many parts where it feels so confused. Like, I don't really get what the target audience for this is, because it's like it has to be too stupid for like boomers. Like, there's no way. Like, boomers will watch this and go, this is fucking dumb. And then like people who are like in on the joke, I feel like are gonna be bored in some parts. But like I think I was actually like pretty okay. I think it was like just enough. There were some parts where it was dragging. I was like, there's like some talky bits where you're sort of like, okay, like they're really dragging this out. Like, they're talking because they have to fill time. But really, they could have cut out some of it, I think. I think a lot of it was unnecessary. But by the end, it's all fucking made up for, because it's like the way that this movie ends is, okay, I have two complaints. One, I think there wasn't enough B shit. Like, it should have been more B bullshit. There was like a lot of B puns. They should have just fucking went even further. Like, there's one part that's really funny. Like, this is probably like one of the funnier lines, is when somebody tells the beekeeper, they're like, to be or not to be, and he's like, I choose to be. And like, and that sounds funny, and you're like, wow, this movie's fucking dumb. But honestly, that's probably like the peak of dumb. Like, it doesn't really like pass that, I think, other than the fact that his plan is to kill the president, which is really funny, because they, what is it? Oh fuck, they say he's a queen slayer. because the queen is producing defective offspring, which is the Josh Hutcherson character. And yeah, the beekeeper's gonna kill the president, and so he tries. My only complaints are A, yeah, not enough B shit, and B, he should have actually killed the president. The movie does not end with him killing the president. He kills the president's son, like, right in front of her, and then he leaves. By the way he escapes is he just like, he leaves the room, and then like, I'm not going to get into the whole plot, but there's a lady who basically like lets him escape, basically, from earlier in the movie. And he walks onto the beach. He pulls out a big bag out of the sand, and it's filled with scuba gear. And then he scuba dives underwater, and then swims away, and then it cuts to black. I'm dead. He scuba dives away at the end. It's the movie is The Beekeeper, and he scuba dives away to escape at the end after he nearly assassinates the president. That's the plot of the movie, guys. That's what really happens in this. And I really do think if he killed the president, like if the beekeeper had killed the president in this movie, I think it maybe would be like the funniest movie ever made. But I think they just like didn't want that to happen in it. Like, I think Jason Statham's production company was like, do we really want to be associated with a movie where Jason Statham assassinates the president? And like, for no reason, really. Like, it's not like I don't know. And then yeah, they have to make her like not corrupt so that it like makes sense that she survives at the end. I thought that was lame. She should have been corrupt, and he should have killed her, and then they replaced her with a better president. I think that would have been like really funny and like made the movie better. But like, for what it is, it still is funny, and the reveal of him going after the president is funny, and it's just so absurd. Like, it's so fucking stupid for this to be the movie. I don't know though. That's basically it. Like, it's not it's not the kind of thing that you would like rewatch. Like, I doubt there's anything in this that I'm not watching it again. I'm not gonna say, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna notice any new crucial details on the second watch. But that first watch was funny as fuck, and I totally think that you guys should watch it. And I've been rambling for almost 20 minutes now. This is probably my longest one yet, and really, it's probably the movie I have the least to say about. So sorry, guys. But fuck it, whatever. I don't know. I'll upload this. Who cares? Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, comment. Tell me everything. Tell me what you thought. Tell me. If there's a movie that you think I should watch, a review, then tell me, and then I'll review it, and then that'll be cool. And also like and subscribe as well, because that's cool, and I like that as well. But you don't have to do that one. Comment, I like those better. Those are the best. Okay, thanks everybody for watching. The Beekeeper, starring Jason Statham. I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10 because what? What? Okay. Oh, it's a 6. Oh, it's a 7. It's The Beekeeper. Yeah. I'm stopping it now. Bye.